Welcome in, and how's everyone doing today? We will be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Dark Flash variant. He's really cool looking. It looks like he's all burned up. I don't really know the backstory behind this guy. I just saw him. I needed a Flash figure, and I'm like, if I'm going to get a Flash figure, this one's kind of right up my alley as far as liking the more kind of dark, creepy looking figures. As we go around to the side of the box, we just got Dark Flash, the Flash. Onto the back, we've got a really cool comic book looking photo or drawing piece of art. I love this. This is one of my favorite parts of the box, the way they do these comics on the back. Sometimes they just put like a photo. This is what I prefer. I think this looks absolutely stunning, and it is a great piece of artwork. So congratulations to whoever designed that picture. It's really sweet. This side, we just have a tiny window, Dark Flash. We got a little stuff down here you can scan. But that's about it for the outside of the packaging. Let's go ahead and get him pulled out of the box and see what he looks like. Might need to sharpen my knife a little bit. Alright, so there is the back of the box. It's got his little card in there as well as a figure stand. We'll pop those out and take a look at them a little later. As far as this guy, I'm seeing a few bands, not many. Let's see what we can do from the front. Get those ones. Got those ones. Got that one. Oh, this one might be a candidate for the back. Already got that one. All right, there he is pulled out of the package. And I like how he looks like he's kind of floating, flying a little bit. I have this stand. I don't know. I've never tried this on one of these guys. Yeah, that just don't look right, does it? Pretty off looking. Maybe if we paint the stand black and do something about these little tips here. But as far as that goes, this stand is not for this. It's actually a Boyd Bear teddy bear stand, but cool looking figure. I thought maybe that would work for him. Let's see if I can get him to stand up here real quick just while I get his other stuff pulled out of the box. The Dark Flash. Yeah, he's a really cool looking character. I'm going to get the card and the figure stand pulled out of the box. Then we'll take a closer look, go over articulation, some of the paint app, a little bit more of the detail because there's a whole lot going on here. And then we will be right back. Alright, as far as Dark Flash, he comes with your standard DC figure stand. It does have one peg that will fit into the heel or the sole of the foot. And that just kind of helps him stand up. If this is new to you, it is good. DC does come with a figure stand. The Masterverse characters do not come with a figure stand, and that is one thing that I wish they did include. It's such a small thing, but it's such a valuable thing when it goes for getting your characters to pose up and stand up nice. As far as his card, I'll try to get a zoom in picture of that. Dark Flash, the Flash, cool picture, same one from the back of the box. And then on the back, again, I'll try to zoom in on this the best I can. It says, real name unknown. As he pushes the boundaries of his powers, Barry Allen encounters a mysterious and terrifying vision amidst the Speed Force. Something or someone is seemingly using the abilities of the Flash for nefarious purposes. Ooh. It says real name unknown, but then it calls him Barry Allen right here. So I don't know. How unknown is it? And then, as you know, we will put it in the little card sleeve. I do pick these up at Walmart. They are cheap, and I find it's just the cheapest, best way to protect your card. It just holds it in there, keeps the corners from getting dog-eared, the card from getting bent, creased, anything like that. And now we will go ahead and take a closer look at Dark Flash's articulation and just some of his sculpting and molding. As far as his head, now I haven't turned any of this, so I'm sure he's going to be super stiff, but let's go ahead and give him a shot. Looking to the left. He can do it. Looking to the right. Also able to look to the right. He can look down. Looks down pretty far, actually. And then as far as looking up, he looks up to about there. Naturally, because of these things on the back of his head start to hit on his shoulders, but he does have a diaphragm cut here, so you can kind of arc him backwards even a little bit more and get a little bit more of that screaming into the sky look, if that's what you're going for. As far as the arms, they will rotate all the way around. It looks like because of this shoulder pads here, it's not going to get much higher than that. He does have a double jointed elbow, and the joints are a little bit harder to see, or the pins, and I think that's good. It kind of blends in with all this stuff going on. Come down to the hand. What do we got here? Okay, so the hand will turn and rotate. We just have a bit of something coming up off the forearm out over the hand. I thought it was actually connected for a minute. It will bend in and it will bend out, as well as, like I said, rotate 360 degrees. It's going to be the same on this side. His diaphragm cut is really hard to see. It's right there. But that just helps you see it a little bit. He can go backwards, forwards, left, right, you know, all the good stuff. His waist pivot is also right here, and it can turn 360 degrees all the way around. He's got those good McFarlane joints in the hips, allowing him to do a pretty good split. Come down to his knees. We do have a pinned double jointed knee, so we should be pretty good in the articulation range as far as that goes. Yep, fully articulates just like we would expect. There is no thigh cut. There is no boot cut. We do have a ankle joint, though, that will swivel all the way around, as well as let you bend the foot up and all the way down. And then he does have a pinned toe, so you can articulate the toe of the shoe as well. Just helps with posing and things like that. And this guy was already kind of set up really cool. I like how they had him straight out of the box. I'll probably end up posing him up just like that. See if we can get him to stand here one more time without that figure stand. There he is, Dark Flash. Now, he is super cool looking. You can see little flecks of paint here on the top of his head. It looks like he's got some darkness in his mouth. His eyes are totally blacked out. Whatever this is on the top of his head is kind of spilling down onto his chest. And it just kind of looks like charred, burning, almost like ashy. Some of these are harder than others. Some of them are kind of soft and have a little bit of movement to them. These ones on his head are definitely hard. These ones are a little softer. There he is from the back. Take a good look at his rump. Pretty decent character right here. I really like this guy, actually. Just the grittiness of him is right up my alley for what I'm looking for. Almost like a Spawn type character. What are your guys' thoughts? Do any of you have Dark Flash? What do you think of him as compared to the regular Flash? I don't have a regular Flash, and that's what I was going to get, was to pick up a Flash. And I saw this guy, and it was just meant to be, you know? It's like, I'm looking for a Flash, and then they have a Flash in the style that I particularly really like. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that, and he will match up with some of this other cool DC guys I've got positioned in the background. We'll be rotating different stuff in and out of the background, but for right now, we're keeping stuff up here until we get it finished. So we actually got the Dark Father Wave finished, so we'll probably get rid of the Death Metal series when we start a new Build-A-Figure or something like that. And then just to show you how this stand works, so you just take this little peg right here, even though he's standing fine on his own, and then he has a hole in either heel. You just feed the peg into the hole, and then it just gives him a bigger platform to stand on. Just depends how you feel like posing your man. But I normally keep them on the stand just because it keeps them in that posed position. I've already got a spot picked out for him. He's going right in between Superman and Darkfather. Catwoman's going to take a step down next to Robin, right behind the Turtles. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button. Turn your notifications on. All that stuff helps the channel grow. I know everybody talks about percentages, but the percentage of people that watch the videos versus actually subscribe to the channel is quite lopsided. So it would do a huge favor to the channel, to myself, if you guys could go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button. Until next time, this is Rob with M of the U, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.